Hi there. Hola. Today I'd like to talk about when to use para and por in Spanish. Many English speakers struggle when they need to translate the word for from English into Spanish because it doesn't translate into just one word. It's similar to the verb to be, where in Spanish we have ser and estar. So let's take a look at when to use por and when to use para in Spanish. Comenzamos. Let's start with para. I'm going to go over 4 different cases and I will give you lots of examples. First case, when we have a recipient, we use para. An example, these flowers are for you. You are the recipient, you are receiving these flowers. Estas flores son para ti. I made this cake for your sister. Hice este pastel para tu hermana. Your sister is the recipient, she's getting that cake. Note that the recipient can also be yourself. Let's say you're at a cafe and the waiter asks, "For who is this cafe latte?" You should say, para mí. It's for you, you're the recipient. Another example, I work hard to get a promotion. Trabajo duro para conseguir un ascenso. You are the recipient, you're working hard to get something. Second case, deadlines. In Spanish, when we have a deadline, we use para. The project must be handed over by Tuesday. El proyecto tiene que ser entregado para el martes. I have to pay my bills by the end of the month. Tengo que pagar mis facturas para final de mes. Third case, opinion. When we give our opinion, in Spanish we use para. In my opinion, that movie is great. En mi opinión, esa película es genial. Fourth case, when we are making a comparison against the normal expectation. An example. Luis is too tall for his age. Luis es demasiado alto para su edad. Let's take a look at when to use por. I'm going to go over 5 different scenarios. First case, when there's a reason why something happens. Luis is crying for his mother. Luis llora por su madre. His mother is the reason why Luis is crying. So if you can substitute for because of or due to, then you should use por. Another example, the ice cream is melting because of the heat. El helado se está derritiendo por el calor. The heat is the reason why the ice cream is melting. Second case, when there's an exchange. I'm buying this train ticket for 30 euros. Voy a comprar este billete de tren por 30 euros. There's a discount, 3 t-shirts for 40 euros. Hay un descuento, 3 camisetas por 40 euros. Please note that even when we say thank you to someone, thank you for something, in Spanish we also use por because there's an exchange. Gracias por todo. Thanks for everything. You are thanking someone for something they did. Thanks for lunch. Gracias por la comida. Third case, when there's a replacement or substitution. For example, in football, when there's a football player that will be playing for another football player, we use por. Cristiano is playing for Benzema. Cristiano entra por Benzema. He's substituting Benzema. Or, my father couldn't make it, so I'm here for him. Mi padre no pudo venir, así que estoy aquí por él. I'm here instead of him. Fourth case, time of day. Always remember in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, we always say in Spanish, por la mañana, por la tarde, por la noche. I exercise in the morning. Hago ejercicio por la mañana. Fifth and last case, means of communication. An example. I call my brother on the phone. Llamo a mi hermano por teléfono. Finally, I would like to bring up something important regarding duration. In Spanish, when we want to talk about duration, we either don't say por or we say durante. An example. We went on holidays for 2 months. Nos fuimos de vacaciones 2 meses. Or nos fuimos de vacaciones durante 2 meses. But in Spain, we don't say por 2 meses. I believe or I think that in South America, people use por with duration. Not in Spain, okay? Let's summarize very quickly when to use por and when to use para. Remember that para is used when there's a recipient, when there's a deadline, when you're giving your opinion, or when you're making a comparison against the normal expectation. And remember that we use por when there's a reason, when there's an exchange, when there's a replacement, to talk about the time of day, and when we talk about means of communication. All right, that's it for today. I hope this was useful and you learned something. And I hope to see you very soon in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Que tengas un buen día. Chao.